Some people, they may envy you, follow you on Insta just to pre you. The way they go chat rubbish, the way they go spoil your name behind you. You buy one thing, they go on buy two. Always making sure that they're better than you, but that's you, they do me, go do you. You cannot kill my joy, moo. I say some people.
I know I have been, a little bit off, but that's because I'm juggling so many things at the moment. Back in semester 2 of master's degree, working, but I kind of had a free time today because Sundays are always my day dedicated to myself. I've got Ghana weaving, shuku, not every day fox locks, not every day braids, not every day weave. Sometimes just go back to basics. Look I have for you guys today, it's a Drugstore foundation makeup look, how I do my hair and contour using Drugstore product. And let me tell you the good thing about this tutorial is that I used all Drugstore products, so that's obviously the one thing. Second thing is all the product I used could be found in UK or Ireland. If you're in UK and Ireland, you can find all this product in Boots, Superdrug, maybe one online on eBay. Yeah, the foundation I used was Milani, and you can find it on eBay at a very affordable price. I'll put the link down below. But the rest of the stuff I use are all Drugstore makeup. But is it just me, or Drugstore makeup now are like really getting expensive? They used to be like €10, £10, now they're like £15, £18. I'm like, wow. Please do enjoy this Drugstore makeup look. Please don't forget to subscribe, guys, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye. Prime my face off camera, and I use Maybelline Baby Skin pore eraser, and I use that to prime my face before I apply any sort of makeup application. Then I'm just going to go ahead into my face and start using the Elegant Pro Conceal Corrector in orange. I'm just going to apply it all over my dark spots, like my blemishes, the bags I have under my eyes, anything just to correct any basically eye pigmentations in where I have spots and things. I'm just gonna apply that all over. I'm using a brush. I'm just going to use a brush to blend that out.
Them envy you, hey, follow you on Insta just to pre you. The way they go chat rubbish, the way they go spoil your name behind you. You buy one thing, they go on buy two. Always making sure that they're better than you, but that's you.
Foundation, I'm using the Milani Conceal and Correct 2-in-1, and I'm in the darkest shade, which is Golden Toffee. I'm not really in the darkest shade, but I just know how to work this foundation shade to make it suit my skin tone because Chestnut was all sold out. So I'm just going to apply all this onto my face, and as you can see, it does come up a little bit reddish orange on my face, but once it's all blended out and it oxidizes into my skin, it's just going to blend better. And because I'm going to highlight it on contour later, the shade doesn't really matter to me so much at this point. So I'm just gonna go in light-handedly on this foundation. Chestnut would have been a better color, but unfortunately Chestnut was sold out everywhere online. So I'm just going to blend the foundation into my skin.
Oh yeah,
I'm going to use the Elegant Pro Conceal and Toffee, and the next concealer. This is Culture Coverage Concealer. I'm using this in tan. The next one is really light, but the Toffee one is the perfect highlighter, so I'm going to mix it together. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to apply the NYX concealer right under my eyes, just to get, to make it really pop and to get it really bright. And then I'm going to go back in with the LA Girl concealer in Toffee in and around the sides of my highlight, just to make it blend seamlessly. Then I'm gonna continue highlighting where I highlight as usual, which is the bridge of my nose. I've already highlighted under my eyes, my cupid's bow. As you guys know, I don't highlight my forehead or under my chin. It's just the way my face shape is. I don't need to draw attention to my big ass forehead, and because I have a big lips as well, I don't need to draw attention underneath my chin either. Then I'm going to contour, and I'm going to be using this NYX palette, and I'm using the darkest shade from this NYX conceal correct palette. I'm just going to use the darker shade to contour. For some reason it wasn't showing up on camera when I was doing my cheekbones. I don't know why, but when I was doing my size of my forehead, just to get my big ass forehead to become a bit smaller, and it kind of showed up on it. So I'm just going to go ahead and contour where I normally contour, which are the highlights of my cheeks, my jawline, and in and around my hairline, and that's where I'm going to contour, and I'm going to blend it out all together.
That you're hitting on my ass like crazy, give me more shit for you. That you're hitting on me, let me be. Ole mamila yo, iro la. Ole mamila yo, iro la. Ole mamila yo.
Then taking a damp beauty blender, I'm just going to use that to blend out everything. So I'm going to use that to blend out my highlight first of all. Then I'm going to use my contour brush to blend out my contour, and then use my beauty blender to blend everything out seamlessly. Hope that makes sense, guys. So it's pretty much easy. The blending is key when you are doing your highlight and contour. You have to blend. Like, blending is the key. Blend, blend, blend. Make sure there are no harsh lines. We don't want to see no lines. Say no to those lines. So just continue blending. Take your time. You don't need to rush. Take your time. If you want to look big, if you want to look flawless, your highlight and contour has to be on fleek, and you have to take your time.
Oh, I'm a show. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm a show. Oh, I'm a show.
The W7 Banana Dream Loose Powder. This is a dupe for the Sacha Buttercup setting powder. I'm just going to go with the wedge sponge, and I'm just going to lightly set those areas using the wedge sponge. So same way as I blended it out is the same way I'm just going to apply the setting powder underneath my eyes where I highlighted basically. So it's going to be underneath my eyes, bridge of my nose. Then I'm going to do the reverse contour here. I'm just going to carve out my contour more by putting a bit of powder underneath my contour, just to make my face look very slim, you know. So I'm just going to set the areas where I highlighted. Going in with my CoverGirl Ebony Bronzer, I'm going to take, I think that's a bronzing brush, and I'm going to set where I contoured as well. It's very important to set your highlight and contour so you don't end up with a creased face or a face looking like a bag of oil or something. You know, you need to set it. So jawline again, cheek of my bones, the hairline, everywhere else I contoured, I am going to set it. Then I'm going to go with a pencil brush, and I'm going to also carve out a little line on my nose just to make my nose a little bit slim as well. It's basically contouring the nose, but I just really do that light-handedly. I don't use a concealer for this part personally. If you want to use a concealer, that's your preference, no problem. Then we're going to, obviously we've baked, and you know how you bake for 5 minutes. Let it sit on for 5 minutes or even less than 5 minutes. Then dust off any excess powder, and once you dust off any excess powder, just take your time to dust it off, and then use a powder. So this powder I'm using is Ben 9 in Chestnut, and I'm going to use this powder to set everything. Now this is where everything has to gel together, so everything's coming together like glue, you know. So I'm going to set all that everything. On my contour again, I'm going back in again with the CoverGirl Ebony Bronzer. I'm just going to contour my cheekbone again, just to really get that chiseled look on my cheeks / where I contoured. Then going in with my blush, this is Sleek by 3. I think this is Lantern, the shade Lantern, and this is a really neutral blush. It's just brown and bronzy color. I'm gonna apply that on my cheeks, yeah. And then with my highlight, I'm using this one from Makeup Revolution. All the products I used will be down in the description bar. So I'm just going to use this one at first, but I just thought that wasn't really showing up on my skin. Then I ended up going with using this Inglot eyeshadow. I'll put the number down in the description bar as well, because I was looking for something that was really drugstore. Inglot is drugstore because it's quite affordable. So I used this eyeshadow as a highlight. It was kind of popping, but I still wasn't satisfied with the way it was popping. Then I ended up going back into my Kiko. Sorry, it's only in UK you can find Kiko, so if you're from Ireland, I really apologize, but you can get this on eBay if you search. So this is 208, and this is the best highlighter ever. Like, oh my god guys, the best drugstore highlighter ever. Then I applied this, and this actually really made my highlight then pop. I was then satisfied with the way it looked like on me. Then once that is done, I am just going to set my whole face using my setting spray, which was the Maybelline one. This is actually a drugstore setting spray as well. And that's it guys, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe.
I say some people them they hate on you, follow you on Insta just to free you. The way they go chat rubbish, the way they go spoil your name behind you. You buy one thing, they go on buy two, always making sure that they better than you. But as you they do me, go do you. You cannot steal my joy, you cannot kill my joy, steal my joy. You never ever stop my joy, can't have my joy or hide my joy. They really wanna take my joy, when I'm between you mean every single day they wanna bottom of me. They didn't know me cause they cannot do me. Jealousy won't affect mommy like your people. They envy you, follow you on Insta just to be you. The way they go chat rubbish,